Do come through, Mrs. Temby. Chicken and ham.
Well, that should keep you going for a few days.
You've been so kind these last months.
No, not at all.
I've never quite mastered this cooking malarkey. Can just about manage toast for breakfast. Oh, Rita always used to make me wear it. Said it saved on the washing.
Yes, well, she was a practical woman.
She was.
There are not too many men who could pull off this look.
Oh, not very much. You'll stay for a cup of tea?
Oh, no, I really need to get back to work.
Oh, the kettle's just boiled, and I'd be glad of the company.
Oh, very well. Yeah, but I can only stay 10 minutes.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
How do you think you were playing at?
I was speeding things up.
Somebody could have got killed.
There was nobody in the building.
You could have been spotted.
But I wasn't. Better still, Husky's in the frame. I thought of everything. It could be weeks before they reopen.
They still have the campus.
There's no way that the campus can service all their patients. I mean, it's exactly what you wanted, isn't it?
I suppose.
Great. So I'm still on the payroll, right? Good. Because, if there's any way that
You
can...
will be paid.
As and when I see fit. And if a single word of this gets out, you will receive nothing, and this conversation never happened. Understood?
Yes!
Howard, Geronimo, we got him.
Knock, knock.
I swear blind, Arthur, you could hear a kettle boiling from half a mile away.
It's 8:30. There's bound to be a brew on. How are you doing, Mrs. T?
Very well, thank you.
You know, you're going to make somebody a wonderful wife one of these days. Is breakfast ready?
You're a bit presumptuous.
Well, you've set 2 places.
Could be for Mrs. Temby.
No, I have already had breakfast.
Oh, well, it must be for you then. You're round here so often, I'll have to start charging you rent.
Yeah, mates' rates, obviously.
Who said we were mates?
Ooh, chicken and ham. How come nobody makes me any pies?
I would be happy to.
Don't waste your energy. He couldn't even heat one up without ruining it.
Look at Gordon Ramsay. Last time I was round, he burnt the cornflakes.
I tell you what, we'll go and fix that broken window at church. Then we'll come back here and have it with some mash.
Oh, who's making that then?
I'll boil them, you can mash them. Not too much for you to muck up there.
Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence.
You'd be very welcome, Mrs. Temby.
Oh, thank you, but I have plans. Though I might see you at the church, I have to sort out some flowers. But now, I really have to go.
Oh, well, thanks again. You've been so kind. Everybody has.
We all miss her, Stan.
I know.
Of course, mate.
Oh, well, I will see you in a few days.
I might be seeing you in a bit, actually. I've got an appointment down the doctor's.
Oh, nothing serious, I hope.
Oh, nothing to worry about. It's just me diabetes. A few tests, that's all.
Well, you will find us in a bit of turmoil.
Do they know how the fire started yet?
Not for certain, but it is only a matter of time.
Well, I'll see you out.
Because, if there's any way that
You will be paid as and when I see fit. And if a single word of this gets out, you will receive nothing, and this conversation never happened. Understood? Get out.
Excellent work.
Thank you.
Listen, I'm sorry you had to take the blame for the fire.
It's all right. Get quite used to being the local pariah. Let's just hope it was worth it.
Yes, indeed.
So?
So what?
So, what's your next move, Captain Mannery?
Well, that's going to take a great deal of consideration.
All right, well, just tell me this is nearly over, eh?
Yes, all in good time.
All in good time. What does that even mean? Let's go to the police now.
Well, as you well know, Alistair, this information was obtained illegally, so even if we did go to the police, we couldn't use this as evidence.
So what is the point of all this anyway?
Well, this just confirms our suspicion, of course. I mean, and don't forget that there is another player.
Who?
All in good time.
Stop saying that, okay? Look, Howard, I'm the one sat here doing all your dirty work while everybody we know thinks that I'm some kind of arsonist stalker, and I'm just not playing anymore.
That doesn't matter. Mr. Packer! Mr. Pack! You were just... 1 minute. Oh, excuse me. Please, just go and see the nurse.
Take a seat over there, Mrs. Allsop. The doctor won't be long.
Hello.
Hi.
What's happened here then?
A fire. This is only temporary.
I should hope so. I just wanted... After you.
I was going to say I'm sorry about the other day. I was bang out of order.
No, it's me who should be apologising, going on like that.
There's no need.
There is. After we've just got to know each other again. Sorry.
Look, it's a bit hectic here at the moment, but you fancy lunch later?
Perfect.
Mr. Packer! Mr. Packer!
Oh, sorry, Mrs. T. I was miles away.
Is everything all right?
Not really, no.
Oh, forgive me. I did not mean to pry.
Oh, no, don't worry. It's... apparently I've not been controlling my diabetes properly. I've got to see the specialist nurse and I might have to have injections.
It is not the end of the world. Many people handle it most successfully.
Yeah, but I can't stand needles. I don't think I could inject myself.
And there's no one else who can help.
Not that I can think of, no. Rita would have known what to do.
Yeah, there is no one at home.
No, it's not the sort of place you want to take people back to, really.
Have you always lived alone?
Well, no, I was married once, a long time ago, but didn't work out.
Oh, I am sorry.
Ah, don't be. We were like ships that pass in the night, and I've been slowly sinking ever since.
Oh, you always seem so cheerful.
It's all a front, Mrs. T.
I don't believe that. Have you never thought about remarrying?
No, not really. I mean, I've seen too many unhappy couples to give it another go.
Not all marriages are like that. Mr. and Mrs. Haskins, for example.
Stan and Rita, I mean, they were special. Once he pinched her off me. Well, I introduced them, you see. Rita worked as a secretary at the factory I worked at, and we stepped out a few times. Then Stan came along. That was it. Boom.
Oh, well, that must have been difficult for you.
No, well, these things happen for a reason, I suppose. We stayed good friends, that's the main thing.
Oh, well, maybe you should take him up on his offer.
Which offer?
To move in.
Oh, no, that was just a bit of banter.
It makes sense, though. Well, you are alone at home, and I know for a fact that Mr. Haskins, well, he gets lonely too.
Yeah, he must do with Rita having passed.
It makes perfect sense to me.
I tell you what, Mrs. T, leave it with me. I'll have a chat with Stan about it.
Good.
Oh, speaking of which, I'd best be off down the church. He hates to be kept waiting, you know. Bye now.
Oh, goodbye, and good luck.
Zara is definitely on board too.
Of course. We do everything together.
Which is more than can be said for that shower at the mill. I mean, Howard Bellamy. He couldn't organise a booze-up in a brewery. The man is a joke.
Not a very funny one either.
It's apt that he's working out of a tent. Being the clown that he is, of course.
Yeah. He has his moments.
He doesn't exactly inspire loyalty with his staff, does he? I mean, there's you and Zara and Frank and...
He's on our side too?
Always has been. Along with the head of planning, of course. In my pocket.
Well, it would appear that we've chosen the winning team.
Absolutely, I'm a winner, Daniel. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, we have that in common.
Oh, the, money.
Yes, I've arranged the transfer. Should be dropping into your account first thing.
Excellent. So, this will be the start of a very profitable relationship.
Yeah, so it looks like it's injections.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But you hate injections.
Well, I'll have to get a nurse or something, and there's no way I'm doing it.
Here, hold this straight. while I tighten this up. Are you all right?
Yeah, just thinking, that's all.
Thought I could hear the rusty cogs whirring into action. What about?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, par for the course then.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, I've been doing a bit of thinking too.
All right. What about?
Rita,
What do you mean?
there's something I have to ask you. It's been bugging me for a long time.
Go on, then.
You and Rita, were you just friends, or was there more to it?
What?
Well, you were always coming round, and you two hadn't been sweethearts.
50 years ago?
Was there ever any funny business between you two? Sometimes I could feel a tension in the air. I trusted Rita, I trusted you, but there was something not right. A look in your eye. Nothing I could put my finger on. But earlier I saw you looking at her photo, and I saw that look in your eye again. Were you in love with my wife? Not rushing to deny it, are you?
She was a good friend. You both were.
Good friend. There was more to it than that. There must have been.
No!
I thought you were my mate. Now it seems it was just an excuse for you to get close to Rita.
Look, Stan, you've got it all wrong. Nothing happened.
Oh, aye? Then how come you were always hanging round my house like some lovesick puppy? Oh, thanks. You've told me everything I need to know.
It's done. Yeah, I'll see you later. Okay.
I was so annoyed with myself after you left the other day. Me and my big mouth.
To be honest, I haven't stopped thinking about what you said.
You must have been so angry with me.
At first, yeah. But then I thought about it a bit. Talked to some mates at work. I need to be sure I'm doing what's best for Sierra.
That's all any of us want, Ish.
That whole 2 parents, 2 kids, nice house thing doesn't always work. Trust me, I've seen enough broken families in my job.
Paul and I are pretty solid.
I know. I didn't mean you. I've tried to imagine her in your house. And it does make sense, but I reckon I can give her a great life too.
Of course you can. I never meant to suggest you couldn't.
I just don't want her being pushed around from pillar to post. There's nothing worse than feeling unloved and unwanted.
There's no chance of that. She's a lucky girl.
Ah, you have fixed the grills. A very professional job, if I may say so.
Stan did most of it.
Oh, well, have you spoke to him about moving in?
No.
Oh, Mr. Packer, what is the matter?
He's accused me of having an affair with Rita.
Well, I cannot believe you would do such a thing.
No, of course not. I couldn't do that to Stan.
And did you tell him this?
Well, Rita's not the issue.
Then what is?
It's Stan. I care about him a lot, you see, Mrs. T.
Well, that is obvious.
No, I don't think you understand. I really care about him.
Oh, I see. More than you care for his wife.
Much more. I've never told anyone this.
Well, I feel very honored that you have confided in me. But do you not think you should be having this conversation with Mr. Haskins?
I can't. It'll ruin everything.
So rather than telling him the truth, you prefer for him to think that you and his wife were having an affair?
I don't know.
Now Kai's at school, I get so lonely.
You've got work.
Only part-time. I hate coming home to an empty house.
I wish I had the chance to get a bit lonely sometimes.
Grass is always greener, eh?
Yeah. If she wasn't around, I'd soon start missing her. Until she came back and started doing my head in all over again.
Kai was a right little monkey when he was her age. He's calmed down now, though.
Here's hoping Sierra does the same.
I'm sure she will, Ish.
And you'd really want to put yourselves through all that again?
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's meant to be, though. For whatever reason, I just can't seem to get pregnant.
What will you do then?
Well, that's what I wanted to tell you. Me and Paul were having a good chat last night, and we've decided we're going to foster.
Well, surely you have to be honest with the person who needs to hear it.
Well, he was so angry.
Because he does not know the truth.
Well, that'll make him even angrier, knowing the sort of man I am. Oh, it's better that he thinks it was Rita.
No, I do not think so.
Well, I can't take that risk. Look, I've got a sister who lives in Carlisle. I thought I'd go and stay with her for a while.
So you are running away. Mr. Packer, it seems to me that in some ways you have been running away all your life. Just tell him.
You'll be disgusted.
You do not know that.
I don't know anything. Oh, that's why I need the breathing space.
So when are you going to tell him you are leaving?
Well, I was hoping that you'd do that. Now, I'm getting the 4 o'clock coach.
What, today?
Well, I think it's for the best. Please, would you do this for me? Thanks. Thanks so much. And could you wait until after 4?
Look, I have to go, or I'm going to be late.
I've already been in touch with a fostering agency. I've got an interview with a social worker later.
That was quick.
It's early days, yeah. It's bound to take months, but at least it's a start. What is it, Ish? You are okay with this, aren't you?
Of course, yeah. You've got so much love to give. Whoever you get, they're going to be really lucky.
But
I don't want Sierra to miss out.
she won't. Whatever happens, I'll always be her auntie.
But if there was another kid in the mix, maybe you wouldn't have as much time for Sierra, maybe... Oh, I don't know.
Are you having second thoughts? Because now would be a good time to let me know.
No, of course not. I just want what's best for my little sister, that's all.
So do I. Don't worry. We'll sort it.
You sure?
Of course I am.
Thanks, Trace.
Whatever happens, we'll all do our best for Sierra. You won't have to do it on your own.
Sorry to turn up unannounced.
It's all right.
Are you alone?
Yeah? Why?
I think I may have a solution to our problem. It's all right, coast is clear.
Daniel?
Can we come in?
Yeah, of course.
Go on, then.
Daniel's our third player.
You know? Since Lucas approached me at the golf club with the proposition.
What, behind the bushes, was it?
No, that was me.
What? Anyway, Howard and I thought it would be best to play Lucas at his own game.
And when you're dealing with somebody as devious and slippery as Lucas, you need a smooth operator.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So?
So, Daniel has spoken to Lucas in great depth about the plans for the super practice and the land deal.
And Frank's sabotage at the mill, all of which I'm happy to tell the police or a court of law, should it be necessary.
That's great. It's over. We can go to the police.
Not exactly.
So it's true then, him and Rita.
I do not think so.
It must be. It was staring me in the face and I couldn't see it. I thought he was my rock, like Peter was for Jesus. Turns out he was more like Judas.
I do not think that is the case.
Then why is he running away?
You liken Mr. Packer to Peter, the rock.
Yes, and I'm certainly no Jesus, by the way.
Do you remember what Jesus asked of Peter 3 times after his resurrection?
He asked Peter if he loved him, and Peter said he did.
If you were to ask Mr. Packer the same question, what do you think he would say?
Why would I ask him a daft question like that?
Well, love comes in many different forms. And I think if you asked him, he would be afraid of what his answer might be. but he would be even more afraid of your reaction.
What are you getting at?
You men are so infuriating. You bury your feelings so deep that you cannot find them anywhere, and now Mr. Parkers has come rushing out.
His feelings for Rita?
No.
But the way he was looking at the photo.
Who else was in the photo?
He never said anything.
Well, sometimes things don't need to be said, just understood. Did he mention about the house share?
No.
It was my idea. I just thought that you would be good company for each other.
Share a house with a man who... I can't even say it.
I'm sorry, I should not have interfered.
No, you don't need to apologise for anything. Me and Arthur have got unfinished business. If he's going to run away, there's a few things I need to say to him first.
Mr. Hesketh, I do not think you should be so hasty.
What are you doing here?
Karen tipped us off. Sorry to disturb you.
It's not just me you're disturbing, it's the fish.
It's important. Very important.
Well, you better be.
Need to tell you about a hypothetical story about 3 men. 2 of them may be doctors, and the third one might be, or might not be, their practice manager.
Okay. What have you done?
Oh, flipping woman. I told her to wait until after 4.
Is that why you told her? So she could do your dirty work for you?
Well, what she said.
That you've got some daft idea about taking a coach to Carlisle.
Yeah, and I'm going to miss it.
There'll be another one. There's a few things I want to get sorted first. Now, I know you were fond of Rita.
Yeah, but not like that.
As a friend, nothing more.
Stan, I would never have done that to you.
I know that now, and I'm sorry for even thinking it.
Thanks.
Well, that's sorted then. So, now you don't need to go, do you?
There's something else you need to know.
I know as much as I need to. I know you're impractical, untidy, and a rubbish cook. I know you're useless at dominoes and far too slow at getting around in. Now, if you want to go to Carlisle because you think it's good for you, then off you go. But I'm asking you not to. Because I don't think I can manage without you. You were best man at my wedding, and that's what you've always been. You're my best mate. Don't go getting all soppy on me.
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Tember says you were thinking of moving into my place.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Once again, a bit presumptuous, don't you think?
Well, I don't think it's such a good idea now.
You'd really prefer your sisters?
No.
This don't, well, seems I don't have much choice. You can have the back room.
Oh, I don't know, Stan.
You can have the TV remote if you like.
I'd rather play dominoes.
Me too. To be honest, mate, I'd be glad of the company.
Me too.
What do you say then? Should we give it a go?
Yeah. Let's give it a go. What do you think?
I'll tell you what I think. I think you're all total and complete utter idiots.
Now, hang on a minute.
How long did you spend in prison, Daniel? And what about you, Mr. Stalker? You were arrested and charged with what?
Never convicted.
And as for you, a member of the Special Constabulary, you're supposed to be intelligent men. You're supposed to be pillars of the community.
Okay. Perhaps we should have come to you in the first place.
Oh, you think so?
I have been saying that all along.
Yeah, but there was no evidence.
You have no evidence now, apart from some snatched conversations on a dodgy mobile and Daniel smarming all over Lucas down at the golf club.
Sarge, Rob...
Idiots! The lot of you. Go on. Go on, I'm trying to fish.
That went well.
We don't have any patients because half the medical staff have gone off the rota. Heston is behaving very strangely, and I saw your clandestine meeting with Rob earlier.
Well, you don't miss much, do you?
What on earth is going on?
Sorry, we don't appear to have received it, so I'm afraid your request to speak is denied.
WPC 50.